My name's James Morgan. I was born in Liverpool in 1935. I come from a family of 4 brothers, mother and father. When the war began, 2 brothers were sent to Ruabon, and we stayed behind. My younger brother, Bernard, and me, and my mother. My father was in the army. One night we were playing with kites in the street, and we heard this rumble in the sky. When we looked up, the German bomber coming over, and we could see the bomb falling from the plane. That's how low we were. And we let the kites go and run. And when I was running to my house, the bomb at the house, and I was blew back down the street. I picked myself up and run up to the house, and when I got there, the front door was blowing off, and my mother was tumbling down the stairs, soot and bricks and everything was coming down on top of her. Anyway, we managed to get out the house, and the neighbours come over and helped us out. But that night we lost everything we had. And I remember being roaming around Liverpool, going to different institutions, getting a meal there and what have you, and sleeping rough in the picture houses. And one night we slept in the Rotunda, Scotland Road. Well, we were there for a week really, and then we all got buses down to James's of a night time, the underground railway where we all used to sleep down. They knew there was going to be a raid, and the next thing I knew was I was getting evacuated to Ruabon with my 2 brothers. But Bernard, my younger brother, and my mother, they went up to Shap in Cumbria, and I've never seen them a long time later. We evacuated to Wales, and when I got there I met my 2 brothers, and my mother and my younger brother, they went to a place called Shap in Cumbria, and anyway tried to settle down in this place with 2 brothers. Well, it's horrible. We got starved. Just porridge, that's all we had of a morning. Bowl of porridge with no milk or sugar in. And sent off to school with 2 rounds of bread in a piece of paper or a little paper bag, and that was our dinner, because in the school where we went there's no dinners or nothing, or no canteen, whatever. And we used to come home overnight and they'd have us doing jobs in the garden, and go searching for eggs, make sure the chickens haven't laid any eggs in the little spots around where we lived. By the way, we lived there, where the bungalow was, there was a couple of little cottages around there, and what they used to do was trade with the eggs and veg and that, but we never seen any eggs, we never got any eggs. And many a time at the back of the bungalow there was a railway track, 2 tracks, one going one way and one going the other way, and a railway box nearby. And sometimes the trains would pull up at the back, the wagon full of coal, and the people who we were staying with, Mr. and Mrs. Meredith, they used to trade eggs and other things, taters for coal. And we used to get thrown on to the wagons, and they tip the coal out into the garden, and that went a couple of times we've done that. And one time a train come along with planes on, German planes that had been shot down, and they give us spanners and what have you to undo all pieces of metal, of copper and all kinds of stuff, anything we can get up the planes. And one time my brother was going to school, my eldest brother Richard, he was 12, and he met his friend, he'd found a bomb, or anti-tank grenade or something like that. Anyway, he brought it home and hid it in the bush, and Michael didn't know nothing about it. So I told him that Richard had buried this kind of bomb thing. So he said, go and get it. So I brought it to him, and we were in this garage, and he put the bomb on the floor and put bricks around it, and asked me to go and find a nail. So I was looking for a nail, and he shouted to me, I found the nail, and the next minute hell let loose. It was a terrific bang, and there's dust everywhere, I couldn't see where we were going. And I found him staggering towards the door, had terrible injuries, and he stepped outside the door. I was trying to help him, and Mr. Meredith come running over, and he fell on the floor by then. By the time Mr. Meredith got to him, he picked him up and took him to the railway box, and I shouted to the chap who was working in there to call an ambulance or police or whatever, and he refused to do it because he said it was against rules. So we waited for a good bit, then some of the neighbours come out then and helped Mr. Meredith, but they carried Michael to the porch by the bungalow, but he was in a hell of a state. Knees are blown away, lost a hand, he'd lost fingers, and his face, you couldn't recognise his face. And I was told to run down to the village and get the police or an ambulance. So on my way down, I was running down there, on my way down, the ambulance passed me. I pointed where it was, where the accident was, and I turned around and come back up, and by the time I got back, Michael was covered over, and they put him in the ambulance, and went to the hospital in Wrexham. I remember that happened on the 7th of May, 7th of June 1943, and on the 9th we went to a coroner's court with some army, some people of the army, and they explained it was an anti-tank grenade. But they said they never used them around there, so how it got there, nobody knows. We came back. When we got back to Liverpool, we allocated a dwelling, and we were sleeping on the floor for about 2 weeks. We had nothing, just a pan and things like that. No cook. Well, we didn't have a cook in them days. Everything was cooked on the fire, and that was it. We came home, you know. But when we came home, my mother and father gave us the cold shoulder all the time for years. But me and Richard had a bad time with them. And that was it. While I was in Ruabon, I got scurvy. I was in hospital for a couple of weeks. I had scabs all over me. I think that was not getting any food off us, off people we were staying with. What they done with the food, I'll never know. But we never got it. And you'd be lucky when you come home for your tea. You'd be lucky to get anything, unless you went outside and took the garden up or whatever, and he'd call you in, give you most of the time it was a cake, homemade cake, and a cup of tea, and I think we come home 2 stone later. I know I did. That was war. And we won it anyway.